it was like some sort of like bulk up set. That's the only time I've ever used Bravery like in competitive. So I really don't know enough about it. But anyways, I wanted to start off with Snorlax because I thought the Tyrantrum was going to be predictable, but nah, he actually it appears that he has made some sort of he predicted me making the prediction, and he went into Pinsir. And this was an incredibly scary moment because this is not a safe team like I had before. This is a team I'm unfamiliar with, so I don't know what can actually tank what Pinsir has to offer. So I was really taking my time to contemplate this here because Pinsir, it could do multiple things. First, it could set up a Swords Dance, and that would be almost enough to sweep my team, unless like Choice Scarf actually works, because I'm running Choice Scarf full speed investment Delphox for revenge killing and stopping sweeps like this. But like at the same time, I don't know if this game actually has the correct code for choice items, because like in Legends of Roria it did not work. So this is a smaller game, so you can't really be too positive on that. But anyways, I went into Tyrantrum hoping that he would go for a physical move, an Aerialite boosted move, because that's what Pinsir does. It has that ability with a 25% flying type increase, where the normal moves become flying type. It's just like Salamence. But it looks like he has made some sort of wild prediction, or he may not even know what he was doing, because he went for the Guillotine and that landed. That is a 30% accuracy move, and there goes Tyrantrum, instantly one-shotted. So normally one-shot moves are banned from competitive play because it's very luck reliant, but in this situation there is no ban. So I had to just start coping. I had to figure out who I was gonna sacrifice next, because Delphox I wasn't too positive about, because its base speed is 104, Pinsir is 105. Like, that is just such an inconvenience, and there's no guarantee that the Choice Scarf actually works. So I don't want to have to find out in this battle. So I went into Ferrothorn, and I really probably should have just gone for the explosion here, but I was trying to get that that Gyro Ball, because Gyro Ball does massively high damage to Pokemon that don't have much defense investment, but unfortunately it did abysmal damage to this Pinsir, very little. And the next turn the Pinsir lands another Guillotine, and that is Ferrothorn out of the battle. Not really too much of a loss, because this Ferrothorn isn't even that good in terms of sets, but it's still an L nonetheless. And I was forced to go into Delphox, because at this point I have no more of a choice. So I was tempted to go for the Psyshock, because the Pinsir looked like it was at low HP, but at the same time I didn't want to take that risk. I was willing to risk the accuracy, so I went for the Fire Blast, and we did land it, and that was enough to take out the Pinsir, and somehow we outsped him. So I guess maybe the Choice Scarf does work, because clearly we outsped him. He said that he had full investment on his Pinsir, but at the same time though, we were still able to use multiple different moves. We weren't locked into one move like Choice Scarf normally does. But anyways, this team is in a horrible situation. I actually thought I was gonna lose this battle, but he goes into Rotom and I go into Snorlax, because this was a matchup I desperately wanted in this battle, because Snorlax is a behemoth blade. This man is an absolute unit. I don't even know like how he's built like the way he is, but like he just absolutely like just a monster. This is like this is the son of Godzilla right here. This guy is something else. So we get off that belly drum, and he goes for a Hex. I don't know if he knew that Snorlax was a normal type, or that ghost type moves don't affect normal type moves. I don't know, but and then we avoid the Hydro Pump. It would have not KO'd anyways unless a critical hit, but that was pretty nice nonetheless. But we were able to get back to full HP, and that's amazing, because now we can actually begin with our sweep. And he goes for the Electro Ball, and I think this is where he figured out that he is not going to do anything to Snorlax, because Snorlax once again is an absolute unit. This is a Titan right here. This man is built to tank these types of hits. This man is just like, I don't even know, man. This is just something else. Like, I don't even know like how the Snorlax is like built this tough. This is like Ford bolt. This is Ford tough right here. Ford F-150 tough right here. But this man is a behemoth. So anyways, he does go for the dig, and I wanted to wake up, but we got the 3 turns wake up, where you cannot sleep more than 3 turns in competitive battling, or I think even in just regular battling. So I had to wait all 3 turns, and then I did wake up eventually, and I was thinking that the Garchomp was going to do more damage, but Snorlax once again surprises everybody by tanking that hit so well. And we go for the Body Slam, one shots the Garchomp. Garchomp is a relatively tanky Pokemon, so that was actually pretty surprising to me. And then he goes to the Greninja. It looks like he's figured out that Snorlax is a bit more weaker on the physical side, but unfortunately he does not do enough damage, and he is instantly one-shotted by the Snorlax. Like, I'm telling you, this thing is a beast. Like, this guy is like, just both different. Like, I don't know like how it's so like, so OP. He goes into Rotom, and this was an opportunity for me to go for the rest, because I was obviously gonna take the hit pretty well, and unless it was a critical hit. And now I'm back in the game, and now he's already lost a couple of Pokemon, and Snorlax is back to where it started. So I do feel bad for this man. It's very unfortunate what happened to him here. Like today, like I think he was learning just how good Snorlax is. But anyways, once again, the game decides to be a joke because it does not let us wake up until all 3 turns have passed. Like, this is absolute cancer right here. Like, I really don't know why it has to do this, but it's fine because we do have Snorlax, the absolute titan, the absolute unit, and he's still gonna be able to be effective despite all this altercation and this discomfort, this displeasure, this inconvenience. Like, Snorlax is just both to just go through it anyways. He's both to just like go through the desert tundra. This man, you can see how he's both. He's got that extra blubber and everything, made to tank hits. And once again, somehow I thought it was over for me when I saw the word superpower, but then yet again Snorlax comes in clutch, lives at 14 HP, and then one-shots the Braviary. Like, this guy is a monster. Like, how do you even get this good? Like, what is he eating? What is this man on? Like, that is why I asked. That is the question of the day right there. But he goes into Ampharos, and I figured this is where Snorlax dies. But then somehow Snorlax does not go down. Snorlax refuses to go down. He tanks the hit and then wins the battle. Absolute behemoth right there. I'm not gonna lie.